towards top of the left, and it's a good one. Might run on there for Podge Collins, except that there were a number of defenders going across to read it. Pádraig Mannion, one of them, clipping it back into Adrian Toohey. Then Toohey composing himself before driving it down towards a two-man inside forward line. Caught brilliantly by Conor Cooney. Has a chance to give the pass, doesn't need to do so. Confidently strikes it himself and puts it over the bar. He'll have been very, very disappointed to be left out of the team the last day. But here, right now, he rose for that one, well above the man who's marking him, got away from him, and put it beautifully over to make it 3-1. Lots of uncertainty, and eventually Duggan does manage to pick it up with his hand, but look at the difficulty he's having just trying to get the ball away. Joe Canning eventually all the way down to Glynn. Johnny Glynn across here to Mannion. First touch, not good enough. Cathal Mannion can get it again, however. He gets nobody on him. He's got a chance now to settle his feet, pick out his angle and take his score. Almost with ease.
Clare have to work out now, Ger, whether they're actually going to follow Galway all over the pitch or whether they're going to keep the structure.
Driven in towards Johnny Glynn. Able to hold on? No, not quite. Dropped it. Look at the number of Clare backs around. Oh, they've left it behind and there's a goal. And it's Conor Cooney who's got it. A very bad day so far for the Clare full back line. They're absolutely dithering when that ball went in towards Johnny Glynn. Look at the number they had around there. They couldn't get it away. And in came Conor Cooney to get his 9th ever championship goal.
Yeah, there's Colin Galvin inside the edge of the square. His job was to try to sweep up these balls. They were pushed out of the way. The real rabbit caught in the headlight stuff here for Clare. They need to get their feet in this game very, very quickly, because Galway have their number around the middle third and is killing their inside line.
Clare are being brushed aside by the strongly built Galway men, looking very assured, very confident, very dominant, illustrated by Joe Canning, knocking it over. He was the hero of the hour this time last year against Tipperary, but right now he's cruised Galway into a 1-7, 1-point lead, 16 minutes in.
Ger, the forwards need to work harder.
Right now they've got the opportunity to work hard. David Reedy watching. Podge Collins in there as well as John Conlon. He's touched the ball at the very, very beginning of the game, not much more since then. David Reedy, they need a score. Reedy, can he be the provider? He can. That's one they needed. Long, long way to go. 13 minutes between scores. They've got a wonderful appetite for this game, Galway. They look ravenously hungry to beat Clare, to get back into the All-Ireland final once again. Their approach has been excellent so far. What's the response from Clare? Shane O'Donnell needs to get them firing. That'll do for starters.
Unbelievable score. The ball came down along the wing there. There's wicked pressure on him just before that passage of play. He caught the ball with his left hand while he was sliding into it. You know, it's things like that. See that? That's an unbelievable catch. The pressure that he's under there from his marker, John Hanbury.
Now Clare need to get a spell of dominance, but where are they going to get it from? Johnny Cohen back in again. Touched on there by Conor Whelan. Collected there by Colin Galvin once more. Beautifully into the hands of Tony Kelly. Over his right shoulder and over the bar as well, I think. That's on its way. Kelly's first.
That's it. The old Colin Galvin and Tony Kelly 1-2 there. It was a fantastic pass, and that's what Galvin will do. If everybody else marks their man inside in that Clare defence, Galvin will start to pick the holes.
Back out again. Diagonally across here towards Joseph Cooney. Was there a push in the back? The referee says no. Shane O'Morey, the one on the ground. Colin Galvin getting it away. Out as far as Tony Kelly. Kelly this time's decided to heck with it. I'm going to have a go from about 70 metres out, and he's put it over the bar. He's got that kind of confidence, that kind of self-belief that few have, playing the game at this very high level, and the margin is down to 4. 5 points in a row for Clare before this shot comes in and produces a score for Galway, which they have needed. It's by Cathal Mannion, it's his second, after Galway had gone some 12 minutes without a point. Donald Toohey, after a poor start, straight through the centre this time, towards Peter Duggan. Duggan has it, took 2 goes to get it, fires it in and fires it over. His first point to come from open play, his 5th of the day, and now, look at this, it's 1-8 to 9 points.
Yeah, come in the blind side of Johnny Cohen there, big strong man, and again holds that Hurley short through the middle. It's a nice flick.
Out there towards Pádraig Mannion, and Mannion gets it onto the stick and gets going once again. deep into stoppage time, a few more seconds left. Galway maybe with the last shot of this first half. Can they score from it? Big one hit there by Cathal Mannion into the 20-metre line to Glynn, and Glynn strikes it and puts this one over the bar. Last point of the first half, I'm certain, by Jonathan Glynn. Clare must mean business if they had all the words of wisdom, etc. to hear, and will they take it in, and what will Galway's response be? Galway with 1-10 at the start of the second half, 1-9 by the way from the first half, all from play. Clare have only conceded 2 frees by the way in the opening half of the game. So Joe Canning hitting this one, his second sideline cut. Is it inside? It is. Great start to the second half for Joe and for Galway. Towards Shane O'Donnell. Peter Duggan trying to make some advances here, pursued there vigorously by John Hanbury. Again, a stalemate situation here, broken up eventually by John Conlon, getting an opportunity to swing this one over his left shoulder and somehow get it over the bar as well. He had very little of an angle that time. He was almost looking away from goal, but somehow managed to get the stick on it and get his second point of the second half and bring the lead back down to 2. They were 2 points adrift of Galway as well, closing in at the end of the first half, but Galway got those last couple of scores. This time it's Jamie Shanahan sending it back down towards Shane O'Donnell, down at the goal where he got the goals against Cork 5 years ago in the All-Ireland final, and he's getting going here, and he's got his second point of the match. And what a good run of scores this is by the Banner. The margin is down to the minimum.
It is a fantastic score, and Galway are slightly rattled.
Listen to the crowd now, getting right behind the two teams. Into Johnny Glenn, runs on again, this time picked up by Joseph Cooney, given back out again. What a save that was! Conor Cooney saved superbly by Donald Toohey. Best piece of goalkeeping in the match so far. Should have been a second goal for Conor Cooney. They're not out of danger yet, however, Clare, and the pressure is still on, and Galway managed to get a point out of it. And it's the captain, it's David Burke, who came up to put the finishing touches.
Yeah, some save that Cooney slipped the ball away to the other Cooney. Great shot, great save. You can see it across Toohey, right on it. Watch these. Ball hit the Hurling, great save.
This is all the way down towards Conor Cooney. One instead with David Burke coming on to it, and another fine strike from the middle of the park. Colm Galvin strikes it from the middle of the park, and he's got another one for Clare. A first of the day for him, the 25-year-old from Clonlara. 2 between them. It was 5 a little while ago. Another great catch by Peter Duggan. Hits it hastily, accurately, and over. 9 points for Peter Duggan. What a display. Is there more in him? Is there more in Clare? And what is the Galway response going to be? Great catch by Jamie Shanahan. Back into a 2-man inside forward line, to the hands of O'Donnell, on towards Conlon, pressurised by Dáithí Burke. Conlon in the sunlight, hitting this one, hitting it accurately, putting it over, and the teams are level for the second time in the match. There could be extra time, by the way. Jonathan Glynn here, feeds it off here, as well to Joe Canning, and Canning again coming in from that left-hand side. That's 2 in a row coming in from that side, and Canning's 7 points.
It's that match-up again with Jonathan Glynn and Shane O'Morey. You can see him there, you can't even hardly see the Clare defender Shane O'Morey in shot. He's that much smaller than Glynn.
Carried on out here by substitute David Fitzgerald. He's making a big difference. David Burke is trying to catch up with him. It's still Fitzgerald, hand passing it outside. They look for the next score, and they manage to get it. Brilliantly done. That's superbly done by Niall Deasy. Conor Cleary now, back into the middle, and David McInerney decides to make a burst from full back. Coming across to take this, however, is Aidan Hart, starting the second half as the extra player back there. Cathal Mannion now driving it up into the air and driving it over the bar as well. First in the second half, but a fourth in all. What a performance. A man who got 6 points against Kilkenny in the replay of the Leinster final. And here he has put Galway back into the lead once more. Back comes Peter Duggan. Three men are after him, hit it on the ground to try and make some headway. Still going forward. Aidan Hart tries to stop him. There is no stopping him. That is an amazing point. How did he do that?
Oh, if Clare get over the line on this one, this passage of play is going to be called the turning point. You can see him, the whole of the Galway defence are all over him. Doesn't catch the ball to his hand. Unbelievable composure. You talk about the size of the big men that Galway have. They've heard about it all week. Peter Duggan says, I don't mind how big you are.
Back come Galway again now, looking to try and get the next one. That time it was Niall Burke leaving, watching Joe Canning, and Joe Canning puts it over. 9 for him in this wonderful game. Still they try to get that ball out here. It's David Burke clearing it away out of that full back line. Coming to try and meet it is Colm Galvin, challenged strongly by a couple of Galway players, slipping it across badly. Oh, it's gone completely away from where they intended. Niall Burke instead, and Niall Burke punishes the passing error by putting it over the bar.
Yeah, Clare will, if they do have 6 months before they play again, they'll have a long time to look at the mistakes they've made.
Clare 2 points behind, looking to try and get the next score and stay in this. Conor McGrath, he's trying to sum up his options, surrounded by 3 or 4 Galway players, and eventually hit forward once more by Joe Canning. Dropped there by Conor Whelan. Trying to collect it was Jack Brown. In the thick of the action, trying to win it there was Niall Burke. Eventually comes out towards David Burke, and David Burke fires it over. 3 points for David Burke, the captain, playing in his 45th championship match.
Galway have hit the turbo here now, and Clare are struggling.
Donald Tuohy pucking it out once again. Down there towards Peter Duggan, who got his stick to it, kept it moving inside. Across came Pádraig Mannion, trying to keep the ball in play, but the linesman on this near side, it was James McGrath from Westmeath, signalling it's going to be a Clare line ball. It's very, very tense. Tony Kelly. Oh, he's somehow done a Joe Canning in it, and he's put it over the bar with a wonderful sideline cut. It's going to drop inside. Galway have got to win it. Clare are coming out to try and get there first. It's Conlon. It's Conlon, and it's a point. Galway by 1. Just over 1 minute of the 70 left. All the way down towards Tony Kelly. Kelly's team behind by a point. The clock showing us with about 90 seconds still to go, and there's got to be a free in, and this a chance to level the match, and who knows, maybe take it to extra time.
Now, free taker, don't want to jinx him, in good form, stands over to equalise.
He's got 12 points so far in the match. This one to nail it, and he's got it. It's his 13th point of the match, and he has levelled the game. But there's another 30 seconds to play. Now, is there a winner here for one of these teams in normal time? It might be to Galway. It could well be. Oh, great chance by Johnny Cohen to put it over the bar. Instead, it's taken by Donald Tuohy to begin the counter-offensive. McGrath trying to win it here. Playing on, giving the hand pass inside. Oh, what an intervention that was! Oh, the referee has blown his final whistle. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think it was Cathal Mannion who denied Ian Galvin a shot on the target to possibly have won it in 70 minutes. Out towards Niall Burke. Had a very good season so far, Niall Burke. That's a very good looking pass intended in there for Jason Flynn, but cut out instead by Pat O'Connor. And it's going to be once again Joe Canning, who hit a very, very good sideline at the beginning of the second half. Virtually the same angle. Well capable of putting it over. That's on its way. 2 in a row then for Joe. 1 from a free, 1 from a sideline. And he's put Galway, the All-Ireland champions from last year, 2 points in front. Held on to here by Morey, then helped out by Peter Duggan, the hero in the opening 70 minutes of this match, down to John Conlon, fed off beautifully to Ian Galvin, and that will do.
Much better. Ball in front of Conlon. Daithí Burke isn't trying to get out in front of John Conlon, but again Conlon lays it off. Alvin onto his shoulder. Fantastic score.
10 minutes to resolve it. Advantage Galway. Clare with Colm Galvin hitting it, huge one, putting the pressure on, and it goes to Shanahan! who's come back from injury, the man who's missed so much, Aaron Shanahan, has cracked in a goal that sees Clare go in front.
Yeah, the Twin Towers are inside in the foot forward line, Shanahan and Conlon. There's no stopping them once, Ger, to be fair. Gauntlet down to Galway now, Ger.
Yeah, who's going to win it now? Here comes Cathal Mannion, whose great block in the first half was so important, and there's a response immediately from Jason Flynn over the bar. First point since he's come on. Into Colm Galvin, looking around him. Second time of asking, wallops it away downfield to the flying Shane O'Donnell. Went off in normal time, disappointed. Back on now to try and really make an impact. Hits his shot, hopes for the best. He's got it, I think he has. 3 for O'Donnell. The man who got 3-3 in the All-Ireland final 5 years ago has put the Banner 2 points in front. They block it down. Galway win it back. Show tenacity. Get that ball back out there. Through Daithí Burke. Eventually downfield it comes to Johnny Glynn. Glynn going forward. This could be the moment. Johnny Glynn laying it off to Jason Flynn. He had a goal, but he's got a point, and the teams are level.
Great skill by John. When he breaks through there, he gives a good pass across, and the goalie's out very, very quickly.
The teams are deadlocked. 1 score required. Daithí Burke giving it out to Johnny Cohen, who had a chance at the end of the 70 minutes maybe to have won it. Will this be the winner?
Yep.
It might be.
He's got that one, I would think, all right.
The white flag is raised this time after the umpires had to think about it. They've got to get it forward to Fitzgerald here. 65 metres out, 4 Galway men in front of him. Back out it comes again. It's an opportunity, a real opportunity for Jason McCarthy. They're level. It's a replay surely now at this stage. Jason McCarthy, the substitute, has come on and done the business for Jerry O'Connor and Donald Maloney. And they're 130 to 130. The referee calls time. They're going to have to meet one more